now that we've introduced you to the characters, we'll be showing you the game live today. So when Portal first came out, what we heard from fans quite a bit was that even though it was a single-player game, they really ended up kind of playing it cooperatively often. One person would have the controller and their brother or their girlfriend or their wife or even their parents sometimes were sitting next to them playing the game with them. And so for Portal 2, what we really wanted to do is to put a controller in that other person's hand and let them play along just the same way. So we're going to demonstrate a little bit of that here today, and to help us do that, we have Gautam on the right, Gautam's from Valve, and we have Rob, who's graciously offered to help us out. Okay, let's jump right in.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. Today, you will be testing with a partner. Please wave to your partner. Good. The upcoming tests require you to work together as a team.
Alright, let's get started. So Rob, if you run forward, you can grab your portal gun off that pedestal.
Orange is first to acquire a portal device. Blue now has a portal device. Finally.
Alright. So Rob, if you move ahead into you're way ahead of me. Played this game before. You have one of your portals down. Rob, if you can turn around, kind of look up to your left, now to your right, right here, there's that portal, so it's perfect. You can walk right through there. So communication is really key in Portal 2 because you're solving problems with a partner. And as you can see, sometimes it's hard to tell someone, well, you know, I need to put the portal exactly here or there. So to help with this problem, we've come up with a tool that we think works really well that we call the ping tool.
Your ping tool is invaluable for communicating specific locations to your partner.
So here you can see Gautam is marking locations on the wall that he wants Rob to put his portal, and Rob is way ahead of me on this game. He is just flying through. So you can see Gautam was able to move through Rob's portals. And Rob, you seem to already know how to use your ping tool, so can you turn around and put them on the walls here to the left? Perfect. And that'll show Gautam where you want to put the portals. Alright. Perfect, you guys are through your first puzzle. Let's move on.
Woo! Excellent. Although great science is always the result of collaboration, keep in mind that, like Albert Einstein and his cousin Terry, history will only remember one of you.
So to give you guys an idea of the scope of the game, the co-op portion of Portal 2 is about twice the length of the first game, and the single player is also twice the length of the first game, so there's a lot of good content. So in this test chamber, if you look on Gautam's screen, he's looking at that big red beam. We call that the thermal discouragement beam. And so also on Gautam's screen, you can see that there's this kind of weird looking cube, and we call that the reflector cube. So Gautam's going to take that and run over to that beam and place it in there, and you can see that it'll actually reflect that. And he can aim that around the room. He can aim it right at Rob. Rob, I would jump. Nicely done. Alright, so Rob, if you look over here, you'll see these little things on the floor. We call those the beam receptors down. Perfect. And what we want to do for those is we're going to pass the laser through them, and if we can pass it through both of them at the same time, we can open the door to get out. So what Gautam's going to do, or what Rob's going to do, is put his portals on the wall to pass the laser through the first obstacle, and then Gautam will do the same thing. Oh, we've crossed our portal. Oh, now we've made it a truly impossible thing. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay, Rob, place your portal there, and then Gautam, replace your portals. There we go. Alright, so using all four portals, we've been able to kind of punch a hole through those two walls to kind of let the laser pass straight through.
To reiterate, this is not a competition. Still, if it were, Orange would be winning. It's not, though.
Good job, Orange. So if you've seen some of the single-player videos we put out, you've probably seen the laser, and it's important to know that the beam, the aerial phase plates, all the gels, all the things in the single-player game are also in the cooperative portion of the game as well. One thing we haven't shown you guys before is this item right ahead of you that we call the hard light bridge. And it's actually a bridge that's projecting its energy through space. So if Gautam can go ahead and place this portal at the end of it and one up above, you can see that that bridge is going to project through the portal. And they can actually use this as a tool to cross this deadly slime here. I will reiterate it is deadly, so Rob, be careful jumping down. Just jump right down there. So Rob, if you look to your right, other right. There you go. So what we want to do here is we want to go down this passageway and then take a left. And so to do that, Gotham's going to take the bridge that they used to get over this first chasm, and he's going to do exactly that. So Rob, why don't you jump onto that bridge carefully? Perfect. Now, if Gotham were to move his bridge, that would also take the bridge out from under their feet, and they would both drop in the slime. But luckily, Rob has his own pair of portals, and he can redirect this bridge a second time. So he's now reprojected the bridge that Gotham had already projected. So with two pairs of portals, you can do some fairly complex things with it. Gotham's on his way.
I don't want to drive a wedge between the two of you, but I've been studying close performance, and I don't know how to put this. I'm certain you're trying very hard.
So in this last test chamber, we're going to try a maneuver that you guys saw in the video previous to this. If you played the original Portal, there was something you could do that we called an infinite fall, where you could place a portal under your feet and you could place one above your head, and by jumping into it, you could kind of get this infinite fall. It wasn't good for very much. We gave you an achievement for it. You could make yourself sick, but you couldn't really do much else with it. But with co-op, we could do a little more than that. Rob, actually, you won't be able to do this, so I'll have you hold on for just a minute. So on Gotham's screen, you can see that there's an exit across the way. And what we want to do is fling ourselves across this, but to do that, we're going to have to build up some momentum. So what we're going to do here is Gotham's going to set up an infinite fall for Rob, if you can run around the corner there. Alright, Rob, now you can jump in. Perfect. So Rob's building up momentum, and what Gotham's going to do now is he's going to run over here, and he's going to fling Rob out of this angled surface. Oh. There's another thing in this test chamber I forgot to add, and that's the huge wall that Rob hit. So we don't want any hard feelings, so why don't we do this? Why don't we have you guys just hug it out? I try to utilize that in real life. I think it's good in the game too, so we'll just hug this out. Alright, we're all friends again. So not only do you have gestures that you can do by yourself, but we have a full suite of cooperative gestures that you can do with your partner. Alright, so Rob, if you still trust Gotham, jump in there. Perfect. This time Gotham's going to move the wall. Now Rob's going to come rocketing up out of there. Just like that. Now Rob, I wouldn't blame you for leaving Gotham behind, but for the purpose of the demo, let's bring him away. So Rob, if you can set up your portals the same way that Gotham did on that infinite fall. Yep, one up there. And then if you shoot Gotham's portal, you'll actually take it over with your own. That's perfect. And you can be the bigger man than Gotham and actually open the gate for him before he goes flying through. Thank you. And then, wrong portal. Really easy to reset. Just place that portal underneath him again. Perfect. Good memory. There you go. Overshot it a little bit. No problem. Alright, so that's just a little look at Portal 2's co-op. Portal 2 will be hitting shelves February 9th, 2011 on PC, Macintosh, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. Thanks, everybody.
Federal Superfund regulations require us to inform you that you must now leave the theater, as measuring the effects of asbestos-lined promotional clothing is not part of today's presentation. Enjoy your free t-shirt. Goodbye.